2872. Kelly, welcome to the program.
Hello.
Hello.
I am calling. I'm 36. I got 3 kids, 2 girls who are 16 and 14, and then I have a 9-year-old son. So I'm calling about my 16-year-old daughter. We kind of started these teenage years off a little rocky. She made some poor choices, and thankfully
I'm sorry, just my main guess when I get calls like this. And what poor choices did her parents make?
No, I've made plenty. Plenty.
And what poor choices did her parents make? Tell me the poor choices you made.
Marrying her father, number one, and not getting to know him enough before I married him, and listening to my father.
And why do you think you did that?
I'm sorry?
Why do you think you did that? And then make a bunch of kids who have to be with a man you don't want.
Yeah. It was...
And now you're calling to complain or to clarify that she made poor choices.
No.
She's a kid. What's your excuse?
I know. I guess I'm calling. The reason I'm calling is to find out, as far as a disciplinary action, how I should go about what
I'm sending you
happened.
and your ex-husband to your rooms without supper?
Yeah. Well, I caught her smoking pot out of the vape pen. And we've been through this before. She did the research on her own. She decided she didn't want to do it anymore. She hasn't. And now all of a sudden she picked it back up. The reason was to help her sleep and anxiety reasons. Well, there's other things that
is why
can do that.
So why do you think she has anxiety? What in her environment might lead her to be anxious, I wonder?
Well, she's recently started her first job. And I know dealing with, the customers, it's a fast food restaurant, dealing with the customers makes her nervous, and therefore she relates that to anxiety.
That's not why she's smoking pot, but all right.
Yeah.
I think you want to look at anything but her parents and her home life.
Well,
the number one reason kids get anxiety and depressed is their home life, not a service job.
I believe that. I agree.
So what's the home life that's pumping her out to be anxious? What is she insecure about with respect to her home life?
I know she worries a lot about me. Financially.
Do you think children are supposed to spend their time worrying about a parent?
No.
Okay. So that would make her more anxious. She's got to take care of her mother, which portends bad things for her future of being a caretaker of her mother while she's a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
And the anxiety about how we're going to live, how we're going to eat that she gets from you, because that's the only way she'd know it. So the kid is anxious because of the situation parents created.
Yes. I've tried cleaning up my own.
How do we fix that? How do you fix that? How do you sit with her and say, your dad and I have created an anxious world for you. Let's talk about the anxious world you live in, instead of telling me about her job. Her job is her escape.
Yeah.
Your child is not your best friend, nor your therapist, nor your mother. She cannot be worried about you. So there's a lot here that's causing her anxiety. And it's not her choices.
No, I agree.
So I suggest you sit with her and say definitively that your parents have screwed up your world, not your life, your world. And I can see you need help to sleep and deal with anxiety, largely because of the chaos we've created. So let's talk about how we can remedy that. And since you've done the research, you know weed is not ultimately good for your brain, especially at your age. So let's find other ways to deal with the anxiety and the sleep. And there are a zillion things that can be done. But first, you have to admit that this is due to you too, not her.
Oh, I already have. No, I already have. It's on me.
Yeah.
It's on
That's why when I asked you, you went to her job, because you've already told her you're creating the... Yeah, okay. I love when folks get caught in their own circle. My number, 1-800-375-2872.